What's up, friends? So today we're going to be reviewing an anime that's currently out on Netflix called Trese. Now Trese is a 2020 anime with 1 season so far, 6 episodes in total, and each episode is around 30 minutes long. Trese follows Alexandria Trese, who lives in Manila, and she's kind of like this healer warrior who protects the world from supernatural beings and supernatural forces that come from the underworld. But also she plays a really cool role in that she partners up with the underworld frequently, and she's friends with all of them, and mainly just protects the world from dangers. Now Trese is very much like a horror, mystery, action anime, so expect a lot of fantastic action, but also some horror elements in terms of the grotesqueness of some of the crimes and some of the scenes she wanders into, as she is a detective working to solve strange crimes and fight these supernatural beings and supernatural forces. Now right off the bat, something that's very engaging about this anime is the Philippine lore. The anime is very much centered around Philippines and some of the lore and some of the culture in the Philippines, and it's so engaging to unravel and to learn more about. The world of Trese is also extremely well developed. There's multitudes upon multitudes of characters to learn about, characters that have unique backgrounds, and some of them are not always explored. But I believe that over time, as more seasons come out, we're going to learn more about these characters, all of which are very engaging. Another thing to point out that's fantastic about this anime is the animation. Netflix did not skimp on animation on this show whatsoever. It's so stunning. It's very engaging, fast-paced, very crisp. If I was to relate it to something, if you guys remember either Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated or even some of the later episodes of Where Are You, Scooby-Doo? It's almost exactly like that type of animation. And in that, it's fantastic. Now, I'm a huge fan of the Scooby-Doo series, and for me, there's something unique about the animation of Scooby-Doo which sets the scene in a very pleasing and very engaging way. And it's hard to describe, but every time I turn on a Scooby-Doo episode, for me, it just makes me feel, I don't know if I would say it makes me feel at home, but it just makes me feel content. You know, when you see the gang rolling through Beach Town in the Mystery Machine, something about the way that setting is set is so comforting, and the same type of animation and vibe is replicated in Trese, and it makes Trese such a fantastic series. Now, even though there's only 6 episodes, the show does a fantastic job of setting up each episode as its own mystery, while also developing an even bigger mystery in the background that you will learn more about over time. Even more engaging is each episode has something new and unique to show you about the world. Now, like I mentioned before, not everything's explained, so don't go into expecting to fully understand the world and all the intricacies. You really have to sit back and just watch for this one, because there's specific things that occur that you're not going to understand unless you read the original manga the show is based off of, or if you understand Philippine lore a little bit more. So if you're a fan of horror mystery animes focused around solving mysteries that have to do with supernatural elements, you're going to be a big fan of this one. If you're fans of the Scooby-Doo series and that type of animation where it's familiar, it's interesting, but it's also relatively basic, but in that way, it's endearing in that basic way, you're gonna like this show. If you're fans of really strong female leads, you're gonna love the show. Trese, Alexandra Trese, is a very engaging lead who is very strong in her core and has a mission and has an objective, and she doesn't give up until she reaches her objective. But also, she as a character develops over time and learns about what it means to have family and what it means to be a leader, what it means to be somebody in the community who people look up to, people fear. All in all, I would give Trese a 4 out of 5, as in totally worth watching, totally worth checking out if you have the time. If you're a fan of animes, especially dark animes that blend horror and action really well, you're gonna love this anime, and I recommend checking it out. Now we'll be moving on to the Parent's Guide. We'll detail a little bit about what to expect from this anime. So first off, Trese is rated TVMA, and that's mainly for violence and gore, but it also has a little bit of language. In terms of action and violence, I give this show a 4.5 out of 5. There is a lot of violence and gore, especially in the beginning of episodes. A lot of these scenes can be a little bit graphic. It is all cartoon blood and, anime, but still some of the scenes can be kind of gory and graphic, and so as such I would not recommend them for younger audiences whatsoever. In terms of sexual content, there's almost none. I would give this film a 1 out of 5. There's one sexual reference in total in all 6 episodes. It's very light, and Trese is not regarded as a very sexual being, and more so she is very stoic and independent, and the film focuses on her powers and abilities, and no character is really sexualized very much in this show. In terms of language, I would give this film a 4 out of 5. There's instances of the F word, S word. Nothing too drastic that would give this film a 5 out of 5, but still enough to where I would not recommend this for younger audiences, especially those unfamiliar with swear words and some strong language. Let me know in the comments below if you checked out Trese, what you liked about it, what you didn't like, so on and so forth. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later.